One of the most beautiful of the performing arts is also one of the most painful.
Because ballet is an art form that's meant to look effortless and painless, I don't think we encourage each other to go on about how painful it is.
Dancing on the tips of the toes is graceful, but it compresses dancers' joints beyond normal limits. Amazingly, the pressure on the toe bones amounts to 3 elephants stacked on top of each other, balancing on one leg. Pain sensors in the toe joints trigger signals that fire along nerves in the leg and spinal cord. In seconds, pain messages flood the brain. Most of us would probably faint. Studies suggest women feel pain sooner than men, yet have a higher tolerance for it.
You have to keep mentally strong. I don't think you could be in this job and do what you do. You couldn't do self-inflicted pain, which what ballet is, and be too delicate.
Professional ballet dancers raise their pain tolerance with repeated training and performances.
Everybody's got some kind of small niggle or injury, and the show would never go on if all we ever did was complain.
Whether ballet's elegance or football's violence, the mind can stand tremendous levels of pain. Besides unlocking our body's resilience, the mind can also unleash superhuman speed. We instinctively call on that power when the brain spots a hazard too deadly to confront. Rather than face it, we push our bodies to the limit to escape. A wildfire blasts through the Southern California hills at terrifying speed. Caught in its path, a policeman accelerates faster than a racehorse. That life-saving burst of power is from inside.
Strong winds have sent flames racing up tinder dry hillsides today. 4,000 acres have now burned in Ventura County.
Officer Dan Perkins is trying to reach residents trapped by the approaching forest fire.
It was pretty hectic. There was a lot of fire and smoke. Visibility was pretty low.
On the approach road now. I'm going to try to get through to them.
Trees were falling partway in the roadway on fire. You know, fences were on fire. The house that they were at wasn't on fire yet, but it was going to be soon.
As it gets closer, Dan's body goes on alert. The fire could erupt at any moment.
Folks, get in your cars and follow me out. Quickly, quickly!
They started to go to their cars, and that's when the firestorm came over. It was, 60, 70 feet above me when it blew over. I thought that was it. I thought that I was going to die.
An exploding fireball can outpace an Olympic sprinter and normally would engulf Officer Perkins. But his heightened state of alert triggers a powerful biochemical reaction. Adrenaline sends his body into overdrive, cutting loose strength he didn't know he had.
Adrenaline is a very neat hormone. You focus. It heightens all senses from your hearing, your smell, your thought processes so that you can be very focused to get out of a dangerous situation.
As Dan senses danger, the disaster center in his brain jumpstarts his body, and he runs for his life. That instant response triggers a series of critical reactions. Just above Dan's kidneys, glands inject the hormone adrenaline into his bloodstream. The adrenaline boosts his heart rate, Blood now races to his muscles quickly. Adrenaline signals his liver to flood the body with glucose, blood sugar for fuel. But even that won't save him. What really kickstarts Dan's sprint for safety is instant energy. It's there in our muscles, stored for just such emergencies.
The human body has a great resource in that it stores energy in preparation for emergency situations. And it's kind of like a high-energy battery. It just stores this energy, and so when you need to, you have this quick burst, and you utilize that energy. It's called ATP.
ATP, adenosine triphosphate, is the energy molecule that keeps us alive. ATP fuels our muscles. It can be made by burning glucose or fat. We store an emergency reserve of ATP in our muscles, available for instant action, turbocharging us on demand. For a few seconds, the energy